Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing well. So I'm actually recording this a day after my birthday, but when you see this video, it's not going to be my birthday. But I just had my birthday and I turned a very monumental age. Like, this is an age in the West that's seen as very important. I won't say my age, but based on my videos and what I've told you, like, I think people can guess my age. But I think with turning a new age and being able and being given the grace by God to be able to see a new day, it definitely is a clean slate moment for me. And so a lot of the people that I've talked to, like friends and just literally anybody that I talk to, have always told me that they cry every year on their birthday. And at first I could not relate to that. But if you don't know, I'm a twin, and so I have to share my birthdays. And so ever since I've been alive, I've been sharing my birthdays. And this was the first birthday that I had that I never had to share. And I've never cried on my birthdays, but this birthday I did, because this birthday not only marked like the beginning of a certain stage of my life, but this birthday also just marked my independence, my womanhood, like fully stepping into who I am. And a lot of the times when we're in our own heads, we're fantasizing about these things. Like, I can't wait till I get my first apartment. I can't wait till I get my first car. I can't wait till I turn this age. I can't wait to be independent. I can't wait to be free. Something that I said a lot was, I can't wait to leave this certain school. And we fantasize about these things. And when we fantasize about them, the fantasies are so in depth that they almost seem so real. And so it's like, when we continue to fantasize about these things, when we actually get to that area, when we actually reach that goal, it doesn't have the same effect. An example that I can give you is how many the amount of people that say, like, you know, when I get this job, I'll be happy. When I move out of this place, I'll be happy. And they get the job and they move out of the place and they're still not happy. And so they thought to themselves, well, I thought that all it took was this and that I would be happy. But a lot of the times, the happiness is in the season that we're in. The happiness is where we stand. And if there's anything that I've learned, is that I've overlooked the journey so much, and I've just tried so hard to get to the end goal. And when you do that, when you get to the end goal, there's nothing at the top. There is literally nothing there. I know it sounds cliche, but it's honestly the truth. Like, when you ignore the valleys and the highs and the lows and the people and the things that you see along the way, when you don't take time to smell the roses and you get up there, there's really nothing there for you, because once you've met that point and you've reached that point, you've done it already. There's nothing more to it, right? And so a lot of us do things just to say that we've done it, but after we do it, like, what's left there, you know? And you know, I feel like a lot of the times when the journey isn't enjoyable, we tend to ignore it. We tend to forget a lot of things that happen. Like, I think about everything that has happened to me up to this point, and I'm just like, wow, there's been so much that I haven't healed from. There's been so much that I have swept under the rug. There's been so much that I have just dismissed. And when we don't take the time to sit with our feelings, when we don't take the time to acknowledge what we've been through, we almost act like it didn't happen, but the effects of that situation are very much present in our lives. So I remember there was a point in my life where I had this friend quote unquote, who would always tear me down. And eventually I stopped being friends with her because I always felt bad about myself whenever I was around her, and I never did anything wrong. She just thought that tearing me down made her feel better. And so when I stopped being friends with her, I went on with my life, right? And I totally forgot about it. I'm like, whatever. And I forgot about it. But till this day, I still deal with self-esteem issues. Till this day, I still wonder, oh, after I just finished hanging out with those people, do they talk about me? Do they like me? They probably think that I was annoying. They probably hated everything I said. Like, till this day, I still deal with the PTSD of being in that friendship where this friend's only purpose was to tear me down. And so even though the situation is past, hey guys, if you've been following up with me, you would know that I've been in a wilderness season, and I've been documenting my season as well as how I overcame it and stepped into my Job blessing. I just came out with an ebook that God led me to create, detailing everything that I went through. Check it out in the link in my bio if you're interested. Love you all. Even though I've moved on from friends like her and I've met so many other better people, I still deal with the aftermath of what I went through during the journey, because I said I want friends, and I'm at that peak point, I'm at the top, but there's nothing there for me because I haven't learned from my journey. And so a birthday revelation that I got was that if there's anything you do, learn from your journey. Don't do things just to do things, you know? What is the point of going through a wilderness season? And what is the point of going through a hard time if you don't learn anything from it? It's almost like all your tears, all your pain, all your suffering was in vain. And that's the last thing we want, is for everything that we've been through to just be in vain. And so I encourage you that if you're in the middle of a hard process, or if you're in the middle of a process where you just want things to get better, we always have to approach things by gratitude. And I used to keep a gratitude journal, and I'm telling you, on the worst of worst days, I had to find 3 things that I was grateful for. And I promise you, I never ran out of anything to say that I was grateful for. I never ran out of one thing. If I had nothing to my name and I was at rock bottom, I had mobility to my feet, I had breath in my lungs, and I had a roof over my head. So there was nothing that I could find to say, oh, well, there's nothing to be grateful for. Even when I was at my lowest of lowest, the weather was nice. People treated me with respect. I was able to eat 3 meals that day. And so enjoy the journey. And sometimes the journey isn't enjoyable, so you don't always have to enjoy it, but endure the journey. Be long-suffering with the journey. Make sure that if you're going through all this hard stuff, it's for a reason. Make sure you learn from this journey. And whatever it is that you need, God will supply it for you. Never forget that He's the supplier of all good things. So a lot of the times we say, well, I need this and I need this, but we never actually humble ourselves like children and come and ask for it. So whatever it is that you ask, God said, if you ask in my name, it will be given to you, as long as it's in the will of God. So go out, ask today. I had a very emotional birthday, but it taught me a lot, and I'm ready to step into this womanhood of mine and really touch people. But in order to do that, I need to learn from my own mistakes, and I need to learn from my journey.